This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Under fire. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
There's a crease. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. This is a designed run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He'll take it himself. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, They were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
He smashes his way through again. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on third and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Carter. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Makes the catch. It's Eakin. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Red Raiders are facing third and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Shoots it to the left. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam it. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Slings it downfield. Working on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 25. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Williams. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The give is to Williams. He breaks a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on third down. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mateer. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It's incomplete. He was for the end zone right there.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Oregon taking on the number 7 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Ducks who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Hammond. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Joyner. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready.
Taking it the other way. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
With the catch, it's Thomas. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25. But here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on his 2nd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Unleashes it. He's got it. Touchdown Sooners. They move on top here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Got a little grass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Hammond. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Harris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. Could be an alley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Buys a little extra time. The throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win?
He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.